I will say hi. Hi, kids. How are ya? What a beautiful evening. Hey, go ahead. You're going to have to stand up right now and join with Ron Wilcott and the Star Spangled Banner. Ron Wilcott. Oh, thanks, buddy. Oh, this is how summer ought to be. There's no smoke in the air. I know, it's the mid-80s. Oh, my God. Why did summer wait so long to finally get here? And for those of us who've been around for a long time, this is just gorgeous. We're not coughing or sweating. Dang. Well, the band's starting to cough, I hear. Hey, our kickoff march tonight is written by Will Ruff, but that person doesn't exist. The composer wrote so many numbers, he was so popular, and he had his own publishing house, that band directors were embarrassed that half of their program had the same name as the composer. So to get around that, he just started writing underneath the pseudonym. He called it Will Ruff. His real name was Henry Fillmore. Here is Showboat. before he started writing music, he learned to play the trombones, and his parents objected to it so much they made him practice in the closet. I'll teach those parents anyway. Hey, I know it's a birthday out there. I know it's one of my friends' birthday as well. He's not here, but I'd like to wish Dylan Dwyer a happy birthday. Many of us know Dylan. A fine saxophonist. He's back in town. And it also happens to be the poor kid. He had a baby born on his birthday. So I guess I'm celebrating Dylan's baby's birth. What's the name of that baby? Baby Dylan. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you. I've got people in the band that help me out. Any other birthdays? Here's happy birthday to you. Hey, we're going to play this wonderful little original composition. It's built off of impressions of the composer looking at the artistic works of Leonardo da Vinci. And in that artistic vein, we'd like to thank our three wonderful volunteers that every week go out with you. Corey and sometimes her sons, Alex and Ben, and Janelle and Tatum. Thank you, ladies. They're out to pick your pockets. On behalf of the city band, thank you, ladies. Here is Da Vinci Sketches, but if you hear look at, she's got her wallet open. Go for it. Da Vinci Sketches, I think, may be as inspired by Disney as Da Vinci. to death. I think that as much as Da Vinci, he was listening to Small World. You keep hearing that? I started screaming during rehearsal. Ever been stuck on that ride with kids? Oh my God. Hey, I'll go ahead and do a little chatting here while the quintet gets set up. I'm trying to stay out of the way. Hard for a big old fat guy to do. I was chatting with a gal as we were walking to the band shell. She said, oh, it's too bad it's the last week. Are you glad it's over? No, I'm never glad it's over. I'm glad it's a beautiful freaking day, and I'm glad about things coming and going. If I did it all year round, I don't think I'd be as glad about doing it. But I'm retired, so this fits me perfectly. And before long, it's going to be too damn cold for you to sit out there and enjoy this. And doing this is a unique item for us, and to be able to do it outside on a beautiful day in Missoula. Oh my God, it ought to be illegal, shouldn't it? Hey, speaking of outside, hope that you'll join us. The timing is especially good this year. I'm very thankful for the symphony to be able to have our last concert be today, and the symphony in the park is on Sunday, and it works out wonderful that way. That way also I can blow in the symphony, which is fun to be able to be on the other side of the baton. Gordon Johnson is coming down from Great Falls, and we'll be down at the park along the river. What time showtime? 7 o'clock. So come on down, kids. We'd love to see you down at the Symphony at Carey's Park on Sunday as well. You notice that all the work going on behind me right now is done by our wonderful sound tech, my buddy. Please say and thank you to Jay Strong. High-tech audio. He's a good friend and a fine sound man. And now let me get out of the way as they say, oh, look at Tatum is still working the crowd. You go, honey. That's right. There's so many. I know the crowd is wonderfully large today. Jay, hey, Ron, are you here? You certainly are. Hey, so when it gets cold and we can't be out here in the park, you can turn in MCAT. That's Missoula Community Access Television. Or for those of us that don't have cable, I live on a fixed income. I can't afford cable. Yeah, I can get it online on my fancy little Chromebook computer, whatever it is, and I can watch a city band when it's 20 below outside and reminisce and come back. Ron Scholl is here every single time, and they absolved us from any fees at all. So still getting it for nothing as a community service. Ron Scholl and MCAT. Thank you, partner. And I think that maybe I should shut up now.
I know, just no, I remember we were here
It's so much fun listening for a change. Dang, wasn't that fun? And midway between, did you hear what? Something happened. Oh, besides the little bit of squawk there, because a horn is difficult to mic. The bell comes off the wrong end, you see. Midway between that, during one of the quiet sections, I was aware of some other sound. It was that wading pool out there, the bubbles of water. I'm just so glad that I could still hear that well. And then 30 seconds later, when it got quiet again, it was off. So there must be some kind of intermediate aspect of that. Because that sucker goes on and off. Or am I going crazy? Yeah. Yeah, or am I going crazy? Yeah. Hey, we also like to thank the city of Missoula. We're in a city park. We're in a city-owned building. Well, the band built this building, just so you know. We sold it back to the city for $1 so they would paint it. And the city council and the good fat mayor buddy of mine sees to it that we are amply taken care of, and I appreciate the city of Missoula still one of the few in the country that support live music to the public, and bless them for it. Hey, oh yeah, the city of Missoula. I think this stage is solid enough to have John and I both on it. All right, you'll like this one. We play several of this fellow's pieces of music. He's a wonderful Yiddish gentleman who's beaten cancer back in New York, and he usually writes music seriously, and this time he wrote himself a ridiculous one. This is a Gillet. This is called Clowns, 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 and it harks back to the days of the circus clowns. Enjoy it, and if you think that it was a mistake that just happened, oh, it could have been, but probably not. Oh boy. Maggie's been a friend of ours for years, and her husband writes these wonderful arrangements, and she's going to join us right now. Maggie Schubert taught flute at the university for years and is now retired, wonderfully so. She became a grandmother this year. I became a grandpa, but we're not related. Different grandkids. Different grandkids, but I asked her, so how's retirement? She said, I'm a grandma now. Enjoy this beautiful arrangement. Here's Maggie Schubert and Georgia. Welcome Maggie to the stand. be back. Bless you, Maggie. Now, retirement's wonderful. We just get to pick and choose to do what we care to. Isn't it wonderful? Many of us here enjoy this same luxury. But I also get, I'm double dipping tonight because blowing right at 12 o'clock into my face is the finest tuba sound in the state. My kid is back there playing tuba. Thanks for being here, Kyle. I'm double dipping tonight, man. Ooh. Ooh. All right. What's this one? Oh. Watch out. This is all kinds of fun. Uh-oh. Jay's coming up to... I tell you, it's a tough one. For the it's a three-movement work, so do hold your applause, and you'll recognize some of the songs that come up. My favorite one, Buffalo Gals, but there's all kinds of these Western tones and tunes that will be coming out of the texture. And even if you're not a cowboy or a cowwoman, it's part of this Western culture, and I think that I embrace it even more coming from Detroit. I appreciate the culture here and the history of the culture so much more. And there was a time this band was more cowboy than it was city, that's for darn sure. So harken back to it, kids. There's the Cowboy Symphony. Yeehaw! We don't need no damn rodeo. That's fun. Hey, I know it sounds ridiculous, but you know, a band playing by itself and for itself is called rehearsal. And we'd like to thank you for showing up here every week. Band, please, let's thank you all. I know you don't see it as a duty. That's the nice thing about it, right? That you do something really nice for us, and then you get in return this wonderful music and this whole scene outside. It's a great deal, man. Hey, yeah. And, you know, we can take it inside. It's just different. It's just better outside, right? It's just better. And we take all kinds of chances with it all the time. And the poor people got rained on this weekend at the fair. And we never know what the hell the weather's going to bring. But when the weather's good and Big Dipper is here, you know, some things just work out. Hey, this is a beautiful song from a current Broadway musical and then movie starring Wolverine. What's the guy's real name? Hugh Jackman. I just know him because my kids knew him as Wolverine. And suddenly he was like the circus ringmaster. And it's a beautiful work. I wish there was more real circus music in it, but this beautiful song came out of it. This is not the title track, but the best song from the whole musical. This is Me. Oh, it's just a pop tune. Damn it. It kept me awake for hours Monday night. Oh. That's okay. I didn't have anything to do Tuesday morning, so it didn't bother me too much. But I couldn't get it out of my head. Dang. All right, we're not done. We're not done. Okay. Oh. The easy part is coming in and having these fine people to make music with every single week, and I want to thank them. Thank you, band. God, so much fun making music with good people, then sharing it. We ought to be doing more and more of that. Let's see. I know I'm going to forget things. I'm saving the best for last, so I'll hold off on that one. Hey, watch out, man. Duke Ellington. Man, when I first heard Duke Ellington, yeah, I'd heard all those other bands. I'd heard all of, and then I heard Duke. Oh my gosh. It was always raw and right on the edge of just tearing apart and going wild. It wasn't at all about being prim and proper. It was about swinging the crap out of it until it felt like you were going to have a riot. Well, here's Caravan. We won't get the riot stage, but boy, by God, your toe ought to be tapping. You better be smiling. hot today as in past years? Is it just because of the smoke, lack of smoke? It's come to closing time for us, kids. And I'm sorry, Mr. Lawrence, that we're not doing a Persian market this year. That we did a night in June, back in the first gig. So next year we won't do a night in June, the first one, and we'll do Persian market at the end, okay? The person who keeps it... I'm sorry? Yes. I thought maybe I had an admirer out there. Jeez. Somebody with a menu saw that we're missing a number. The boy that was going to play Thoughts of Love couldn't make it this evening. He was stuck in Kalispell, so we won't be doing Thoughts of Love. But thank you. Way more than my sidekick. Amanda and her mother Becky run this band. Becky helps with the music like crazy, and Amanda does all the work. I show up and just sit and conduct, and Amanda Tish does all the work. Well, I just hope she never says that she's tired of doing it before I do. All right, we're going to thank you for coming out. What a beautiful evening. Hope to see you downtown on Sunday evening. And then in the different groups we have, maybe our big band will be out somewhere that you'll be listening and dancing to. And I sometimes bring some tubas around different places, and we'll all be back up here again next summer. And for those of you looking at the calendar real quick there, you know that I'm bringing the tubas back here next summer too. So the Northwest Tuba Big Brass Bash will be back here in Missoula the weekend after 4th of July next year, too, along with the Missoula City Band. So thank you all very much. We bring Maggie back up on a piccolo, on her D-flat piccolo, man. It's not just a regular piccolo, it's a D-flat piccolo. And we'll send off the season with Sousa's. Ooh, and remember, that the community band will be doing a recreation of John Philip Sousa's visit here to Missoula, Montana 100 years ago, November 5th, 1919, as compared to this year at the Wilma, November 5th, 2019. And we'll be basically doing the same concert with the Sousa impresario of the world, Keith Bryant. They'll be fantastic. And the last number on that concert will be the same as this one. Here is Sousa's, the National March of the United States of America. Here's Stars and Stripes Forever. you, folks. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening and enjoy the rest of this autumn. Well, late summer. It ain't autumn yet. Thank you.